Hold on, I actually want to talk about something. Because if I don't talk about this, then it's just gonna be stuck on my mind. I don't want shit stuck on my mind. I need my mind clear. You heard me? Mind crystal clear. I need my mind to be still. You heard me? No thoughts. No thoughts. You heard me? Listen. So, I don't know how to start this, but I'm just gonna start. So, let me start with a question. So how do you see the world, Nevin? I see the world being divided. But the division isn't within the people, it's within ourselves. Right? Because we're living in a time where the earth is starting to rise in energy. The earth is alive. Right? The earth is alive. So it's starting to affect us and how we see life. You feel me? We're starting to be more spiritual and be more tapped into our electrical self. You know what I mean? Which is just our spirit. That whole spirituality, that whole spirit shit is just to describe the electrical side of yourself. You feel me? And how it comes into relation with the world that we see. You feel me? So the earth is electrical by nature. So whatever the earth does is going to influence us. So it's starting to shift in their energy. So we are starting to shift within ourselves. That's why you see so many people. It's always been here, but it's always been here, but it's more. The masses have caught on to it more. You know what I mean? The whole breathing. The more you breathe deeply, the more connected you are to nature. The more connected you are to the earth. The more at peace you're going to be, because the earth is just a peaceful place. This is just how it's supposed to be. Everybody's supposed to help each other. Everybody's supposed to help each other grow. It was just peace and love. But we always had bad. You know what I mean? There was always bad and good. So I don't want to go away from my point because I usually do that. So as the earth shifts, we are shifting. So you have to shift your mindset. Instead of thinking on the surface, you got to think more deeper. Think about, who am I? Think about, how can I change? Am I getting better every day? These are the type of questions you have to ask yourself. These are the type of questions I asked myself, and this is what happened. I became more aware of myself. My emotional intelligence went through the roof. I'm able to control my emotions. You feel me? I'm able to discern when I want to put my input in shit. I'm getting better at it, but you have to be aware of it to make any type of change. Change is always going to be hard. Change is hard as shit. But what's easy is working on yourself, working on your awareness. That's the most easiest shit, man. Your awareness is always going to be here. You always going to be aware of what you're thinking. And you're going to always have control over what you're thinking. And if you want to actually put the energy into act out that thought, or are you just going to leave it as a thought and then just throw it away? It's up to you. But we living in a time where people aren't really hip to that type of shit. You know what I mean? They rather think on the surface and, chase this chase this material accomplishments, chase these material accomplishments, you know what I mean? They don't really want to take time and really exercise their minds. They'd rather exercise some other shit, bro. Put the energy into some other shit. So, I don't want to, I just want to give back, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to start putting my own personal stuff into this, because, like, that's another video for, like, another time, and that's me expressing myself to people I genuinely care about, you know what I mean? And who I feel can really accept the way my mind really operates, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't found no one yet, but that time will come. So we're going through a shift. That's why you see people connecting more to nature, connecting more to the sun, connecting more to their roots. You feel me? Like, I started doing my history, and then I realized that our history really isn't our history. You know what I mean? So we already fucked up. We already preconditioned. So we're in a process of trying to incorporate good habits so we could gain control over ourselves. And then when we try to tell people they need to do more good in the world, they'd be like, yo, that's okay, but like, do you have money? Like, we broke. Where was I going with that? I was going where people's minds always try to doubt what you see, because they can never see what you see. They can never see your potential. Only you can see your potential. You feel me? Only you know what you gonna do in the next moments. You know what you gonna do 6 months from now. You know what you gonna do a year or two from now. If you really are thinking and you really are on your shit, you know. Nobody else knows. So if you try to express that genuine emotion, that genuine passion, and they don't really receive it as well or try to support you, nigga, that's gonna hit you hard. That's gonna hit you hard. Because this person is supposed to be the supporter. This person's supposed to be so in tune with themselves that they know when somebody else is talking about some passionate shit. You're supposed to already feel that somebody's passionate about something and immediately support them. But of course you're not going to support some bullshit, but if somebody's speaking about some nuanced shit, or speaking about their nuances, then, bro, don't downplay their shit. Don't do none of that. That's something I learned in life, man. It's like, everybody is important. Everybody's important. Everybody got a passion, but they just don't see it yet. So I created that passion. I created that patience within myself, so I know that people have that within themselves, because I'm no different from any of you guys. I'm no different from anyone. You know what I mean? I'm just a person who really just took time to really think about something. It had a lot of time to think about something. I had a lot of time to think about and read about a lot of shit. Draw my conclusions, and then my conclusions wasn't really what I thought it was gonna be. You feel me? Like, you be so deep that you can't believe in nothing. But what you can believe in is that you control your reality. That's what I always try to preach. It's like, all these concepts, all these spirituality, religions, whatever, bro. If you really dig deep into the text and really do your research and do the history on the words and the meaning of the words and like etymology and numerology and stuff like that, you would see that everything has its play. You know what I mean? Everything has its place. Everything has its place. Everything has its place. Everything has its place. And I think I'm getting to the point where I'm just grateful, bro. Every time I start speaking like this, I always end with I'm grateful because not a lot of people think like this. Not people have the time and have the same upbringing as me to think like this. Like, my upbringing was so different. Like, my grandmother was very spiritual. She was able to see spirits and know, like, hey, them niggas is over there. Don't go over there. I don't want you going over there. And she was able to see them and describe them to my mother. Then my mother started her experience. And then she passed it down to me. And then my uncles and aunts, they all tapped in too. You feel me? They all was like one family, one culture, one tribe. But grandma was the head of the tribe, my nigga. Like, she really had all the knowledge. So everybody gathered around her. Like, this is kind of how I was brought up. Not kind of, this is how I was brought up. You know what I mean? So this isn't new to me. But I thought it was. I thought it was at first because I had to teach my mom how to meditate. It was lost for a moment, but then I had to bring it back. And then once my mom started to like come into herself, it was raps, bro. Mom started dreaming, mom started experiencing shit, started connecting, all that, bro. That's really all I want. I want people to really just take time to really love yourself and take time to pay attention to what's not serving you anymore, you know? So this type of shit isn't new to me. This type of shit is very easy. It clicks so easy for me. But the problem for me comes in is when I have to be a dominantly surface thinker. I can't dominantly think like that. That's not how my mind works. I wake up, bro, I'm not my body. You know what I mean? I wake up, I'm not my body. Then I choose to open my eyes. You feel me? Like, it's crazy. I'm able to be aware of my dreams. Wake up, write them down, and decode them. I'm able to go back into my dreams after waking up and continue to dream because I didn't get enough information. I didn't get what was going on. I need to go back in there. I close my eyes, go back. You gotta experience what's behind your eyelids. And what you gonna encounter is a bunch of fear. What, bro? You gonna encounter so much fear. You gonna encounter so much fear because you're not only holding fear. You're not only holding your suppressed fear, you're holding the suppressed fear of your parents, your ancestors, everybody, bro. You feel everybody, you're everybody. You speak to everybody. Once you start to speak to someone, nigga, they fear is your fear now. That shit is gonna manifest the way it is supposed to manifest for you, but it's not probably gonna manifest the same way for her that just spoke to you about her bullshit because she already gave it to you. It's raps. She happy now. She got to vent. You know what I mean? They got to vent to you, so they good. They feel lighter. They go about their day. But you stuck with everything. So you gotta pay more attention to yourself. We're moving to a time where you have to pay close attention to yourself and who you are surrounded by. Because if you don't, fear is gonna catch up to you and you're gonna do some bullshit. You're gonna do some bullshit and you're gonna get that thing. You're gonna get that thing, man. You definitely don't wanna get that thing. Because that thing gonna fuck you up, bro. But people think that thing is gonna really cure them. It's the key to healing all. They think the government is the key to all reparation. I don't think I use that word right. But they think the government is really the key. Like, I speak to people, bro. I speak to my parents. See how they think. I like to discover how a person thinks so I can know how to deal with them. Know where their vulnerabilities are. I'm not gonna go to my dad, start talking about how that shot is really gonna fuck up your higher self. Why would I tell him that? He don't even understand that. So I know how to deal with people. And but it's only because he doesn't know. People don't know. Like, from a deeper perspective, people don't know, so they get the shot so they can have this sense of certainty. Like, oh, I'm safe now. No, you're not. You're not safe. You was safe, but now you're not safe because you don't know what that bitch is. I know. I know how that affects your ascension. You feel me? I know how you are supposed to heal yourself before the medicine. Before the medicine got introduced to us, we didn't use the medicine. Even when the medicine was introduced to us, we didn't use the medicine. But over time, niggas started, fearing. It was like, oh, people are dying. Like, damn, I need to go to the doctor. The doctor could take care of us. Then we started going to the doctor. We started seeing that people was getting better, but they really weren't getting better. They were just patching you up, and then you was getting better mentally. So that manifested as your body healing. So they understand how you are able to think about something and manifest it. You naturally create everything that you see. You know what I mean? So how does that connect to fear? Because you don't have faith. Because you fear that if you don't take the medicine, you're going to die. But if you are fearful of that, that means your whole thinking is fucked up. Your whole mind is fucked up because you never was born. How the hell you gonna die? Energy never dies. How are you gonna die? Like, that's the crazy shit. Like, people like, man. I'm just expressing myself right now. It's crazy because people will be like, oh, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. And then they do some fuck shit. And then they still doing self-destructive shit. They still killing themselves. So this is how fear has been programmed in our heads and throughout society and throughout history. So you think fear is real, so you do some bullshit, but you gotta fight through the fear. You have to fight through the fear. I think I was just given like a history lesson, but I lost my train of thought. But you have to transcend fear, because if you have a fear of death, that means you're just thinking about your body too much. You're thinking about your body too much. I just need the time for everything to connect and shit. So if you fear death, then you just are focusing too much on your body. You're not focusing on what controls the mind and how the mind controls the body. You're not researching what the fuck I am. You're not researching energy. You're not researching anything. All you're doing is watching TV, scrolling through social media like a bozo, getting all your information fucked up. Like, I could break down the media and see, I don't want to do that. Because the video is like 21 minutes long now. I wasn't aware of how long I was talking, but once I start flowing, time really doesn't exist. So this is really just me talking right now, just expressing myself and how I see life. And I really have a passion for helping people. That's one of my purposes, is to really help people ascend, people transcend, and help people, man, whichever way I can. But I know to help people, I gotta get on my shit. I gotta really be on my shit. You know what I mean? And this is Nevin speaking now. Like, I really have to be on my shit. Like, I can't be doing the same bullshit. You feel me? Like, everybody know what they gotta do, but they just don't want to do it because the shit is uncomfortable. You feel me? Like, whatever that is for you, make sure you're doing it every day. Make sure you're not really too hard on yourself. Make sure you're at peace. You create time for just yourself outside of everybody. Continue to take care of yourself, Nevin, and just be blessed, man.